Good morning, Rabbi. Thank you for coming. Please help yourself to breakfast and anonymously sponsored. War is not pretty. There's a story that's told. I saw two different plays. One took place in Poland, one took place in Israel. I don't know where it took place, but it's a great story. A story about some people who were anti-religious. They had a play. And they had a play about an army of the Jewish people. And they had a lot of people part of the army, and then they kept disqualifying people. This person had sin, and this person got married, and this person had a vineyard, this person had, a house that wasn't consecrated. And by the time the play is over, they only have two people standing, the Shagas Aryeh, the Vilna Gaon, and all the secular people are laughing. The play closes. So they told us one of the Gedolim, and he said they didn't tell you the last part of the story, that the Shagas Aryeh, the Vilna Gaon, won the war. That part of the play didn't tell you. But you see that in order to be part of the army, you had to be righteous. There are different criteria. In fact, we say, when you take a brand new wife, you don't go into the army. And this is one of the several examples of somebody who's exempt from the army. What else? Somebody who built a house and didn't inaugurate it, built a vineyard and didn't redeem it. These are also people that are exempt from the army. But it's interesting to note that Rashi, on the portion dealing with the person who got married with a new wife, he says something very interesting. He says, he should return home lest he be killed. If he not listen to the words of the Kohen, it's fitting for him to die. So the question is, first of all, how can you not listen to the Kohen? You can't just sneak into the army. The Kohen is in charge. And secondly, why is Rashi so stringent on this particular case? Somebody who's married, where if he doesn't listen to the Kohen and wants to go into battle, lest he should die. Why is he so harsh about it? So Rav Shimon Kaplan suggests the following extraordinary answer. Yeshiva would call it a bumba, but he gave an extraordinary answer. What's the answer? He says, listen, if somebody has a vineyard and wants to go into the army, what is he going to mix his vineyard hefker? He can go into the army. If somebody has a new house and they didn't inaugurate, he can go into the army, makes it hefker. And if somebody has a new wife, he doesn't want to go into the army, and he wants to go into the army, what does he do? He divorces his wife. So there's a way out of it. But he said, in the case of the vineyard or the house, if somebody makes it hefker, wants to go into the army, okay, it's laudable. He wants to serve Hashem. But somebody who is willing to embarrass his wife, somebody who's willing to hurt somebody, that's not acceptable. You can't be a tzaddik in somebody else's judgment. You can't be a tzaddik by denigrating your wife, especially your wife. And that's what that's what Rashi is trying to impart over here, is that you can't be a tzaddik in somebody else's body. In fact, the story of Rabbi Yisrael Salanter, which I closed, he and his friend were passing through a small town, a small shul. In those days, they had no running water. They had to fetch the water from the pail. So the Rabbi Yisrael Salanter washed his fingernails only up to his knuckles. So the friend was probably wondering, why is he doing it? He goes, listen, this is a small town. The person who brings the water wasn't accounting for more people coming. On my account, you shouldn't go get more money. Don't be a tzaddik on somebody else's account. That's what the lesson we learned from over here, from the lesson of war. Even it's a situation where he wants to do the right thing, he wants to serve the people, but you can't do it on somebody else's shoulders. Have a wonderful day.